Barcelona has felt the rumble for months, but what's coming now could be a seismic shift. Dani Olmo arrived last season and left little doubt that he belongs at Camp Nou, but history and the data suggest his real impact shows up in year 2. Across different clubs he has a pattern, a modest opening season followed by a dramatic leap once he knows the dressing room, the coach's pulses, and the tiny spatial truths of a system. For Barcelona, under Hansi Flick, that leap feels less like hope and more like an impending inevitability. Flick's principles, quick vertical passes, late attacking runs from wide zones and creating pockets between defenders, hand Olmo the exact triggers he loves, space to arrive, time to receive, and license to run beyond the striker. Last season Olmo already chipped in double-digit goals and several assists, but what made fans breathe easier was the hint of something larger. An engine revving under calm water. Now, as the season rolls into its early tests, the narrative tightens. Will this be the season he moves from talented contributor to the catalyst Barcelona needs? The first answer could come tonight against Valencia. Watch for the small things that become big. Olmo dropping into midfield to pull a marker, then exploding into the box for a cutback, his timing on the second phase after set plays, and that habit of arriving late to collect second balls when defenders are focused on Lewandowski or Rafinha. If Flick gives him the freedom to tuck inside and receive, opponents must respect his arrival and the space that opens for others. That dynamic alone can turn a solid attack into a relentless one. But this story is not just about one player's finishing, it's about rhythm and chemistry. It's about rhythm and chemistry. In Season 2, players often read each other's cues instinctively. The 1-2 that used to be telegraphed becomes instinctive. The pull that drags a fullback out of position becomes automatic. Olmo's intelligence with movement means he doesn't need to score every time to be decisive. His presence remaps defensive priorities and creates overloads for teammates. There are reasons to be cautious. Second season surges aren't guaranteed. Injuries, registration paperwork, or a noisy transfer window can stunt momentum. Opponents will study him differently now, trying to deny his favoured corridors and denying him the half-space entries where he thrives. That's where tactical nuance comes in. Flick must disguise overloads, switch flank focus, and let Olmo intersect with the striker at unexpected moments. If Flick plays chess and not checkers, Olmo's instincts will explode into tangible results, more goals, more assists, and a Barcelona attack that looks less like flashes and more like sustained pressure. For the viewer, the game plan is simple. Track Olmo's touches inside the penalty area, his late arrival heat maps, and the frequency with which defenders are pulled away from Lewandowski to mark him. These micro data points become the macro story, a player morphing from supporting actor into co-lead. By the time the whistle blows, if the pattern holds, pundits will talk about a second season leap. Fans will have already felt it. Rivals will be reworking their scouting report. Whether it's one decisive assist, a brace, or a single perfect pass that opens a stubborn defense, the broader truth is that the conditions are aligned for Dani Olmo's breakout. Barcelona could be witnessing not a single great night, but the ignition of a campaign shaped around his movement and Flick's tactical clarity. If that happens, expect every headline to read like a warning delivered months too late to opponents. Barca has found its secret weapon.